Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, this is new to. And today I'm going to be bringing you the first of many Monster Club TCG deck profiles. And the one I really wanted to start with was a Gonzo deck. So this one really caught my eye when I was looking through the Season 0 stuff, and I knew I had to put something together with this deck. So let's have a look at our cards. Well, it wouldn't be a Gonzo deck without the OG. This is Gonzo, and he is quite a weak monster, only 200 attack score. He's a rock type, which is important because we're going to utilize these rock type cards for our effects later on. And he can hold one power card as well. So that's really handy because we need to keep him alive for his effect. And his effect states that after one turn, we can play a Gonzo Plus from our deck to the board. So that means we need to keep Gonzo alive for the turn. And with some power cards in our deck, we can do that. So that's right. This is Gonzo Plus, so this is the card that we're going to be bringing out. He is a 1000 attack score monster. He can hold 2 power cards, which is really good, so we can really buff him up to some high numbers. And he's also a rock type monster as well, and it's a Gonzo, which is excellent for Brother Gonzo. And Brother Gonzo, though slightly weaker than Gonzo Plus, has an ability where we can destroy a Gonzo and increase this score by 500. So that means we have a 1300 attack point monster that can hold 2 power cards and is also a rock type monster. So, we can get Brother Gonzo to some really high numbers as well. And what's really cool with Brother Gonzo is he can clear the board. So if you can't get rid of Gonzo once he's out, you don't really want to give the score to your opponent. You can just pop this with Brother Gonzo here. So he can help clear your board away and give you some space to play cards, to free up your hand, to draw more cards. So we really like Brother Gonzo. We run one Guard Gonzo. Now, duplicates of this card are allowed, but we're only going to run one because he can't hold any power cards. So at 1400, that is it. He can't do any more. So it's a good surprise. You're playing face down. You're like, wait, this is you've activated my Guard Gonzo. 1400 can be a surprise, but that's it. Your opponent will find a way how to deal with this eventually because we can't cheat or we can't play anything onto him. We can't do anything with him besides this. But he might be good to sack again with Brother Gonzo. But he's worth having the one of. And he's a paper as well, so doesn't super synergize well with the rock types, but it's good to have one in because he's got good presence. He's a good start for the game as well. He can clear away some of the face downs. You can play him, attack with him. You're not super worried about losing Guard Gonzo as you would be with some of your other Gonzo cards. So yeah, one off. Good. The boss monster for the Gonzo chain is Gonzo the Guardian Sentinel. And he's 1800 attack, can hold 1 power card. It's a paper type, but that doesn't really matter at this point because he's our final monster. And yeah, he's a beast, and we get him out by playing Gonzo Plus, destroying that, and destroying 1 army soldier. So let's have a look at the army soldiers. We run 2 of these guys, just so that we can make sure we definitely have one in hand, ready to summon out Gonzo the Guardian Sentinel, the Golden Sentinel there. And he's got a cool ability. So not only is he a rock type, which is excellent, he can hold 4 power cards, which is really high. So we can really buff this guy up. And when he's destroyed, we can pick another army soldier on the board, can pick up this card's stack. So they actually help each other out. So we're not wasting our precious power cards. We really like those. We're going to run 2 of them. And we can because duplicates of this card are allowed. We also run a one off the army's greatest force. Now he's a rock type, so that's great. 1600, 1 power card. He's going to help us get over the line. So there might be times when we just need something, just a little extra push. We might not have the cards in hand to kind of bring out the Gonzos or the Golden Sentinels or anything like that. We just need that final kind of push, and the army's greatest force is going to get us there. So we run a copy of him. In the next half of the chain for the Gonzo deck, we run Lava Girl. Lava Girl's a little bit like Gonzo there. She's a rock type, quite weak attack score, and can hold 1 power card. So we can keep her alive as well if we need to. And we play her so that we can summon out Lava Lady or Lady Lava. And she's 1600 with 1 card, so she's quite good. Just another way to get these cards kind of out. I really like Lady Lava. And she's strong. 1600 is a strong score. And with one power card as well, you know, we can make her 2400 with Shard of Power and things like that. So she could be a right beater. One copy of Lady Lava. And finally, one Gonzo and Lava Girl. So it's both, so that's excellent. So we can sack this for Lady Lava. We can sack this for Brother Gonzo's effect. Yeah, we like Gonzo and Lava Girl. And also, 4 power cards is pretty good too. And it's a rock. And why all these? It's a rock. Because we run Sunset Rock Giant. So this card increases by 100 for every rock type card in your grave. So this is going to add up really quick, all these excellent rock type cards that we play to really buff up our Sunset Rock Giant. And it can hold 2 power cards too. It's even better. We love it. The final monster card is Clever Was the Witch. And now this is an interesting kind of tech card here, because we can bring out, each turn, you can play a monster with a score of 800 or lower from your deck to the board. So most of our monsters actually have 800 attack or lower from the deck. So that means we can bring out Sunset Rock Giant, Gonzo, Lava Girl, Gonzo, Brother Gonzo. Of course, this one here we will bring out anyway if we get Gonzo out. You know, the army soldiers too. So we can get a lot of cards straight from our deck into play by using Clever Was the Witch. So excellent choice of card, I think. And that's going to help you if you have kind of some of the puzzle pieces that you need, but not all of them. She's going to help fill in the gaps. Now our power cards. We, of course, run 3-turn protection. This stack cannot be attacked. This card is destroyed after battle. So that means that for 3 turns, we can build a wall around one of our monster cards that's going to keep them alive. Excellent for Gonzo, so that we can somehow summon out Gonzo Plus. So really good. Love that. Select and destroy. Select the power card on the board and destroy it. This card is then destroyed. So that's really good. You know, there might be times when your opponent's going to play a massive card with a great big power card on top of it. We might not be able to climb that hill. Select and destroy just makes sure that we keep your opponent's numbers low while making sure that ours remain high. Surprise End. Another great card. A little bit like 3-turn protection here. Surprise your opponent by playing this card when he plays a monster, the turn ends. So that is excellent. We love that. You know, we can put Gonzo face up. They play down a monster. You hit the surprise end. Excellent. End their turn. Monster swap. So this is really cool. Well, not only because it has Gonzo on the card, but what this means is that we're going to utilize our weak monsters here, and we're going to capitalize on the fact that they're weak by sending them over to our opponent's side. When we have our boss monsters out, we can then chain on this card monster swap. So we've got Gonzo the Guardian, the Golden Sentinel. We've got Lady Lava. Now we can send a Gonzo, we can send a Lava Girl, we can send those weak monsters to our opponent's side of the board with monster swap. And then we just attack into them to score. So it's an excellent card, love that. Combined Force. Increase this monster's score by the score of a monster of your choice on your board. This is the kind of reverse thing. So if we do have our boss monsters out, we can then use Combined Force here to make sure that if we need to play a weak monster, we can increase their attack by our big monsters too. So even our weak monsters will be able to do something if they're running like a Combined Force. So making the most out of what we got. Next, it's a card that pretty much appears in every Monster Club deck, and that is Surprise Defense. Pretty self-explanatory. You play it from your hand during your opponent's turn. 600 can really make the difference, especially if they're swinging into something like this, and then you play Surprise Defense. They might not have enough to overcome it. We love Surprise Defense. Some of our straight up attack increasing cards. We run Shield of Night, Shard of Power, which is excellent. Kiss the Fist, because we run so many rock type monsters. So 800, great. And then we run our 3 recursion events here, or our 3 kind of recursion cards. The first one being Resurrection of Events. So we can take 1 power card from your grave to the board. So that's really good. Deal with the Grave. Return a monster from the grave to the board. We like that. And Return from the Grave. return a monster from your grave to the board. So that's really good. Of course, that can bring out one of your opponent's weak monsters, give it to them, and then attack into it again. That brings out one of yours. And of course, because we can bring something out from the grave, we don't have to replay a monster's summoning conditions. So that means that Gonzo, the Gold, and Sentinel can come back. And that is excellent. We really like that. That makes sure we get the most out of all our cards. And that is the deck, 25 cards. I hope you've enjoyed this Gonzo deck build, and I hope that it inspires you to build your own Gonzo deck as well. It's been really good fun. I've had a great time kind of looking at all the cards and kind of thinking of cool combos that I can do with the deck. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to be producing more Monster Club TCG content soon. Make sure you check out the Discord for this game. It's excellent, really good fun. I'm having a great time on there. As always, I've been Mewtwo. Thank you very much.